Festivities are wrapping up. From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the mound for Tampa Bay in this one, Ian Seymour. How about a report on him, Chris? About to get started here in half up to hit.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
In the air to left center, Simpson under it. And there's one away. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Here's your 1. And he chases a high fastball there.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Seiya Suzuki. And the 0-1. There's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
2 down, nobody on. Goes down looking. And now the Rays will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ballgame. You're dialed into the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And our pitcher in this game, Jameson Taillon. Siggy, he was impressive his last time out. Digging in, Yandy Diaz. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his.
Flips it. There's one. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Caminero in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. His second of the year. So 2 down. Cedric Mullins digs in now. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Michael Busch. And a foul ball. The 0-1. This one in the air, right field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. On a line out towards center. 2 away down. Here's Nico Hoerner. Swings here and blasts one left field. Makes the catch up against the wall. Bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Rays, Jake Fraley. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Fraley, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Fought off foul. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a quick out, number one.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
That one finds the zone. That is strike two. Fouls it back with two strikes. Line to left.
That's a foul ball.
Foul ball. In the air, left field. And it gets by him. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll reach second with one away.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. Man at second. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Fouled off. He was late. Man on second, two down. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
You know, these Cubs, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Now here is Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a bouncer. Lux. The underhand flip, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Boog, he doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
Matt Shaw now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. On the ground, right side. The flip. There's one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Ian Happ now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. On the ground. And foul ball. The 0-1. Swinging a foul out of play.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
This one in the air, center field. Mullins settles underneath it, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Hunter Fiducia leading things off and takes a strike. Late with the swing there.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Next offering upstairs. A sliding stop over to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there, and of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Ball.
Diaz takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Liner, base hit. And a man aboard. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, credit the base runner there for a great secondary lead and beating the throw to second, but they don't give up, continue to try to complete what would be a double play, and they get the trail runner on the backside. Hey, you know what? That's a pretty good play. You'll take it.
That's a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. The Rays strand just the one. Back here at Tropicana Field, here's Alex Bregman.
Number 3, Alex Bregman.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Up next for the Cubs, the right
Dominant
fielder,
performance for him today, Boone. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Out of here. A 2-run shot, and the Cubs have the lead now. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Stepping in, Michael Bush. Bush in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Comes up empty.
Man, that was pretty gross right there. It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets him. One away on the drop, third strike. Dansby Swanson stands in. 0 for 1 so far. And that one is lifted in the air. Mullins settles under this one. And there's 2 down. Nico Horner will come up to hit. He's 0 for 1. In the air to left center. Simpson under it. And that is that. Cubbies edge closer on this long ball. And it's bottom of the 4th, and stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Yeah, that drops in for a strike. Set down on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. Some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Lux in the box now. No balls and a strike. Sliced hard but foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to.
No,
as
that's
far
a
as just a
ball.
late
Too
swing
low.
that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Chandler Simpson will hit next.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Rips one to right. Two down. And now here is Taylor Walls. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Out towards left center. Crow Armstrong on his way over. He's got it. And that ends the inning. We go to the top of the fifth. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Seymour back to work.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Out to short. Walls throws to first in time, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong reached on an infield single his first time. The 0-1.
That's a ball. Ball two.
Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Crow Armstrong headed for the plate. The relay throw. He's safe. It's 3-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And the batter now, Ian Happ. Base hit into the outfield. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 3. Brian Baker on the pitch here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Man at first with one gone, and now it's Alex Bregman, 1 for 2. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Action in the pen down there. Mason Engler warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
1 at second. What a double play that was. Inning over. One half of the fifth coming up. It's the Cubs 4, the Rays 1. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the catcher for the Rays, Hunter Fiducia. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, these Rays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Hard hit down the line and left. Dives, and he can't hang on. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Yandy Diaz now. Right through there for a strike. That clips the corner.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Grounder might be 2. Corner to second on to Bush. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That's through there for a strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Nothing doing for Tampa, and this is still. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. So up next, Seiya Suzuki.
The right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
He was late there, strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Cole Sulser warming up for manager Kevin Cash. This one in the air, center field. Mullins has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out. Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit.
The first baseman, Michael Bush.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here comes the manager out of the dugout. Now on the mound for the Rays, Steven Matz.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Up the middle, Lux. Slings to first, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. 3-4-5 due up for the home team. Leading off, Junior Caminero. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit.
Ball 1.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Just missed. trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it, and passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the
Runner on the go. Lux at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Right through there for a strike. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. That is the inning. Back now in Tampa Bay. We go to the top of the 7th. Nico Horner getting ready to hit. He swings and fouls one off. Base hit center field. And a good start to the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
Ball.
Horner on at first, nobody out. That one outside, and a count 2-1. Line drive, base hit. Horner around second, heads for third. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Puts a bunt down. Aranda to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. A run comes in on the play. And next is the designated hitter, Matt Shaw.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Shortened the bunt and missed it, and it's 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The Cubbies trying to break this one open here in the top half of inning number 7. Rolled to short. Possible 2-ball. Lux for 1. Relay to first. Double play.
No very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Back to the top of the order. Ian Happ digs in now. Hit on the ground to short. Walls. On to first.
You're up.
They limit the damage here. Midway. Back here in Tampa Bay. And stepping in for the Rays, Chandler Simpson.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Double.
Field 2. Struck him out without a swing. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Walls,
Hey,
batting with 1 down, takes a strike. The Cubs leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. And a foul ball. In the air, right field. Suzuki gets under it. 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Hunter Fiducia.
Hey.
Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging. Rays go back here at Tropicana Field. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's Alex Bregman. And right back to the mound. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
1 pitch, 1 out.
And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
2 down, base is empty. Michael Busch will hit next. Grounds 1 to short. Walls. Fires over to first. They don't come any quicker. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Now pitching for
Daniel
the Cubs,
Palencia on the
number
pitch out of the
48,
pen here.
Daniel
He last pitched 4 days
Palencia.
ago, so he should feel pretty fresh.
Oh, and an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter.
Two.
I like the plate discipline there.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong should have this one. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's 1 down. Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. That clips the corner.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Too low.
Palencia, in his 2nd season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. And that's just foul. Good job to fight that one off.
Off the
Just
plate.
missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. 2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. And now the 0-1. That one ripped, but foul. And the 0-2. Fair ball. And that extends the inning for Cedric Mullins.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
And now Cedric Mullins. Pitch is in there. No balls, 2 strikes. And it finds its way through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Now it's the right fielder, Jake Fraley. Off the catcher, rolls away. The throw to third. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Struck him out swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So here's Horner now.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
On a line base hit. And that's a one-out single. Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Horner on the go. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. Matz throws over. Horner back in on a dive. Man at second.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swings through that one out in front that time. And a foul ball. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the ninth. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. Out on the drop third strike. 2 gone.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Now a chance for Pete Crow Armstrong. Crow Armstrong in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Man on second, 2 down. Foul ball. Stays alive. The 0-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. One left for the Cubs. We head to the bottom of the ninth. And stepping in for the Rays, Jake Fraley. Now a screamer into the outfield. Reaching down and makes the grab. Here's Gavin Lux to hit. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. The 0-1. Gets him to chase after that one. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Foul ball still 0-2. That one is hammered right field. And that's going to bang against the wall. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon. And his third hit of the game is a triple.
These guys today are so great at handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Out to short on the run. Sends it over to first. Throw in the dirt, and he can't come up with it. Here at the bottom of the ninth one, Taylor Walls, the next to hit. Over. Here comes Craig Counsell. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Phil Maton.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to...
Oh, look at the stop. Off-balance feed, there's one. Double play cuts the rally short, and that ends the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little